Chapter 4. The Question. The next day at school, the sun was shining bright as Kimono strolled across the bustling schoolyard during recess. Her entourage was scattered across their usual hangout spot, but Kimono headed straight for one of her closest friends, Stephanie, known to everyone as Staffy. Staffy sat in the corner, hunched over her phone, fingers flying across the screen as she typed. "Move over," Kimono said with her usual confidence, gently swiping Staffy's hands out of the way before plopping herself down next to her. Staffy didn't flinch, barely glancing up from her phone. "You're lucky I love you, Kay. If it were anyone else sitting next to me like that, they'd be on the floor by now." Kimono smirked, leaning back comfortably. "Please, I'm doing you a favor, Steph. You get the honor of being my royal shield." Staffy rolled her eyes, finally locking her phone and giving Kimono her full attention. "What's up, Queen Bee?" Kimono rested her chin on her palm, her brows furrowing in thought. "You know, Steph, my little brat brother said something to me the other day that's been bugging me." "Oh?" Staffy raised an eyebrow. "JJ ? What did he say this time?" Kimono kicked off her shoes and socks, exposing her perfectly pedicured feet as she wiggled her toes. The grass brushed against her skin, cool and ticklish, grounding her thoughts. "He said, feet or face, and it got me thinking. Do you think he meant my face is beautiful and my feet are ugly? Or is it some nerdy wordplay that flew over my head?" Staffy stared at her friend's feet for a moment, before shaking her head in disbelief. "First of all, your feet are fine, Kay. They're literally flawless. I swear you could model for some high-end sandal brand." Kimono grinned. "Good to know. Keep going." "But," Staffy continued, "knowing JJ, it's probably some weird smart-aleck wordplay. He's always throwing random stuff like that around, right? Maybe he's low-key saying that people always notice your face first, but they don't bother looking deeper, like at the small stuff that still makes you, you." Kimono blinked, taken aback by the insight. "Huh. You think that's what he meant?" Staffy shrugged. "Who knows? But it wouldn't hurt to ask yourself, Kay. What do you think is more important? The way people see you, or the way you see yourself?" For a second, a soft breeze swept across the courtyard, lifting strands of Kimono's hair and carrying the faint scent of summer grass. She stared down at her feet, deep in thought. For a brief moment, she wasn't the Queen Bee, the school's most beautiful girl, or JJ's bossy older sister. She was just Kimono, a girl trying to figure out what mattered most in her life. "Steph," she said quietly, "you might actually be kind of smart." Staffy laughed, giving Kimono's shoulder a playful shove. "Don't let it get around. I've got a reputation to maintain." The bell rang, signaling the end of recess, and Kimono stood up, slipping her socks and shoes back on. As they walked back to class, Kimono couldn't help but smile. JJ's words might have been teasing, but maybe they had a deeper meaning. Maybe my brother wasn't just mocking me. Maybe he saw something I didn't. She adjusted her bag strap, catching her reflection in a nearby window, sunlight glinting off the glass like a halo. And somewhere across the courtyard, someone was watching her.